I am Major Kevin Bone. My wife and I, Martha Bone, serve as the administrators here at the Salvation Army Kroc Center of Philadelphia. The Kroc Center is located in Nicetown. It's really a junction of communities on the north side of Philadelphia. And it wouldn't be possible under one officer. Certainly my wife and I couldn't do it. And we have a wonderful team ministry here, I believe, with Captains Dennis and Sharon Young, and Envoy Anita Hinson, and just a leadership team that's fantastic. I see the empowering of my staff to be probably the most important thing I do, to certainly keep the mission at the forefront. Captains Dennis and Sharon Young are our corps officers, often referred to as pastors throughout the facility, and they're busy 7 days out of the week, just approaching people, telling them that there is a church here, inviting them to be a part of that, and also very active in the community, knocking on doors, taking soldiers out, providing food, and really ministering in an aggressive, very active way throughout the center and the community.
I've always believed that you've got to take the gospel to people. And the way to do that is to get out among the people. And so what we do, we have a street ministry where we go down block after block, door after door, knocking on doors and talking to people on the street, telling people about the gospel, but telling us about who we are as Salvationists. I get a lot of joy out of that, but not only that, it shows, I believe, that the people that we care in a special way, that we care in such a way we're willing to come to your house. 3 or 4 times a year we'll do adherent and soldiering classes and introducing people to the Salvation Army and who we are. And so we would send them a letter. They would come take the classes, because inside those classes, not only does it tell you about how to become an adherent and a soldier, but it also tells you about the history of the Salvation Army. So whether or not you become an adherent or a soldier or not, you walk away from them classes knowing all about William and Catherine Booth from 1865 to the present. So that these folks can go out and share their experience with their neighbors. I go down to the Salvation Army church. Well, Salvation Army has a church, yes. And so these people can answer questions in almost the same way we would. In addition to that, we do a lot of evangelism at night. I believe that, working at night, that's when the devil is busy at night. That's why they call him the Prince of Darkness, because he operates at night. And I've always thought that God's people need to be out there at night, letting the community know that drug dealers are not the only one that operate at night. Jesus also operates at night. My former corps officer used to always tell me, he said, Dennis, if you don't believe it, don't expect nobody else to believe it. And if you believe it, then show it. Then show some enthusiasm, some excitement. How can you expect your congregation to be on fire if you ain't on fire? And so, and again, I go back to the word of mouth. Having people leave out of this worship service and talk about it. I went down there I visit that church. You know what? I like it. Good message down there, good singing. It was a great experience for me. And I think that helps get the word out about what we're doing here at this center. Not just a fitness center, but a place where you can come and get spiritually fit too.
My name is Caroline Eldridge, and I'm a senior soldier here with the Salvation Army. Every week the church is growing and growing, and we ask people, how did they learn about the church? And they said, well, they got a flyer, or someone told them about us giving out food, or we spoke to them personally during our community outreach. I truly feel like the Salvation Army is my family. These are everyday people, no pretend. These are people who are coming from all walks of life, who have been homeless, people who have been on drugs, people who have been prostitutes. These are just the common, everyday people who need to be touched by the Holy Spirit. And that's what I love about the Salvation Army. There's no pretend here. You come as you are, and you seek Jesus Christ, and that is one of the best blessings and the best gift that you could ever have. Take it from a single mother who's raised 2 boys on her own and has almost been homeless. I knew that God sent me here, and I am so blessed that I stepped out on faith. I really am.